Every being has their point of agreement. Discover it. Learn from it. You can never be perfect with it, but learn from it. And when you have, reshape your thought towards the person. Okay? Reshape your thoughts towards the person. Thank you for just joining. This is Beauty and Scars, and we do this every Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 10 p.m. West African time. In this beautiful episode, we're looking at Ep.II, creating intimacy. Thank you for joining. If you just joined, this is Beauty and Scars. I will do this every Saturday and Sunday. Now, yesterday, we discussed a very thought-provoking topic. I gave out some guidelines, and yes, very much thanked us a lot via our email and all that, and there was much comment. Thank you for joining. It means a lot to me. Please drop a comment. Tell me where you're streaming from. It means a lot to me. Now, in bonding with your partner, just like a highlight from yesterday. So we said intimacy is not just about sex, okay? It's about a deep connection more than sex. Okay? So when you refer to intimacy between you and your lover or you and your partner, it goes beyond that. Okay? It goes beyond the spiritual. It also goes beyond the spiritual. It's a tie that can't be explained with the human mind. The human mind can't comprehend it. And so last night, we looked at some point. We said step on how to bond. We said build your love with honesty, not pretense. Let the person love you for who you are. And then come plain. Don't just fake it. Be who you are, be real. And then the second point is, we said, be patient. Oftentimes we get upset when the person we're loving, supposedly loving and all that, or the person we want to get into a relationship isn't turning rightly the way we want it. But guess what? Oftentimes it's not their fault. Okay? The thing here is that, imagine, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. If you just joined, this is Beauty and Scars. Thank you, Yori. Thank you. Please like the video and subscribe. Brazil, yeah. Thank you for joining. You're streaming from Brazil. Well, I'm streaming from Africa. Thank you for joining. It means a lot. Please, if you haven't subscribed, probably you may not come across this video again. So please subscribe. Thank you so much for the like. It means a lot to me. Thank you. So we're just giving a recap. What are you talking about? Yeah. KingAnokwuru. I hope I get your name correctly. Sorry about that. Okay, we're discussing about intimacy. A lot about it, and these are the points that we pointed out yesterday. We said build your love with honesty, okay? And then the second one we said be patient, okay? And then third one we said reduce friends, find time to bond with your partner. It's important you find time to bond with your partner. In finding time to bond, we said yesterday, sex a lot, okay? You need to have a lot of it. Now, the reason for this is because there's an intimacy that comes with, sex. When you're having sex, there's an intimacy that comes with that, especially for the one you love. Okay, I'm referring to partners who are actually in love here. Now, there's a climax you get to. Hi, Bose Gas Venture. Hi, thank you for joining. This is Beauty and Scars. Please like and subscribe. They're just standing at me, looking at me. Subscribe, it means a lot to me. So there's an intimacy you get to while you're mating. While you're mating, there's a climax you get to, and you'll be like, oh, oh, and that feeling. Hi, crazy. joining. Now, that feeling is there. Once you get to that stage, at that point, it means there's a satisfaction you get, right? There's a satisfaction you get, and this satisfaction, trust me, is very much satisfying. It can't be told. You can't be told by anyone. You need to experience it yourself. So having a lot of sex in a relationship, in your it's really in marriage, and if you're bonding, if you're learning how to bond, okay, it's very important. Now, don't deceive yourself. Crazy Daddy, thank you for joining. Now, don't deceive yourself. Don't let anybody deceive you. Listen, I shared this last yesterday when we did episode 1, episode 2. I said yesterday, let us not deceive ourselves. The truth is, if you want to bond with a girl, mate with her. Did you hear what I said? Mate with her. Mate with him. Don't get deceived. It is only when you mate with a woman that the love becomes stronger. Don't let anyone deceive you. Don't say, and don't even be deceived by, I'm a celibate. The truth is, oftentimes the celibates are, they masturbate secretly. Yeah, they do. They do. So don't be deceived by that. It's okay to be a celibate, like it's okay to keep yourself pure. Yeah, I definitely understand that. But let your partner know who you are. You know, let them understand who you are. And so today takes us to another wonderful section, episode 2 of creating intimacy, creating bond with your partner. Creating bond with your partner. Please, if you're just joining, please stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. This, you will get values from here. Trust me. Trust me. Just stay tuned. Okay. So the next point we're looking at, point number 5. With point number 5 is value your husband. Value your spouse. Value her. Now, how do you value her? Number 1, use words. Sometimes your woman may just want compliments from you, even though she's not doing very well, even though what she's doing is not too good, but she just wants compliments. Now, that compliment, she's not wanting that compliment because she feels what she's doing is too good. No, she just wants to see your reaction. She just wants to know if you're truly still in love with her. She just wants to know if your dedication and your attention is still with her. Now, attention is not still with her. Your response may be casual, and maybe you could just joke about it. What does she want me to say now? You made hair. Yeah, your hair is beautiful. It's not even beautiful. Don't say that. Don't. Each words you use while you're together goes a long way to her mental health. Each words you use while you're together goes a long way to his mental health. I've been with someone, I've been with someone, and I think my early 20s, my early 20s, I've been with a girl, and every morning I wake from the bed, the first thing that I see is a text message. She writes me. Now, what does she do? Why she write? Or what's inside there? I get a whole lot of wishes, a whole lot of prayers for me to succeed. And you think, such girl, I'll let her go? No way. So what she does is that indirectly, she's buying my heart. Okay? She's encouraging me indirectly. Though at sometimes I may not even reply, I may just take it as casual. But the truth remains. She's sending a signal saying, I still care for you. She's using words. She is using words. So when you're with your partner, when you're with someone you love, Don't joke with words. Appreciate them. Value them. Sometimes just look at them, just stare at them, and they'll be like, why are you staring at me? Just explain to them how beautiful they are, how handsome. Okay? Just explain to them how it took you many years to meet them. In fact, when was the last time you even complimented someone? When was the last time you said, I'm not even referring to maybe your lover or a partner now. Now, when was the last time you saw someone and you said, look how beautiful. Girl, you're so beautiful. I mean, you're not taking numbers and you're not sharing contacts, and just appreciate them. That's just it. How many times have you even seen a young man and say, young man, man, you're handsome, you're cute. How many times have you done that? When was the last time you appreciated someone? Now you want someone to love you, but yet you can't use your words. In bonding, you must use your words. Words has strong powers in resetting a broken mind. Words has strong powers in making peace. Words are everything you need in a relationship. Last night we talked about mating, having a lot of sex as one of the priorities, as one of the priority, the one of the factors you can use to bond with your partner. We said have a lot of it. So while mating with your partner, it's important to use your words. We said it yesterday. Speak to her ears. Tell her how beautiful she is while doing that. Tell her how pleasant it is, how beautiful, how memorable it has been staying with her while you're mating with her. Tell that to her ears. Tell him to his ears. What you're simply doing is unconsciously you are feeling satisfied. In fact, let me share with you another secret. In this episode, you will discover much more values than you have ever known. So that's why I've always urged you, please like and subscribe so that next time you can get a whole lot of notification. Let me share with you a secret. When you mate with someone, for example, if a man mates with a woman, he's not feeling anything. And you'll be like, Mr. King, why did you say he's not feeling anything? What? I'm kind of confused. Here's the secret. When a man touches you, he doesn't feel anything. Now, let me explain it. He feels something when you react. Okay? So, if peradventure, let's say I touch you, for example, we aren't meeting, I just touch you. Do you feel anything? You don't feel anything. The reason is this: there is no bond, there is no connection, and there is no affection. That is why I'm not feeling anything. But if I'm mating with you as a man, your reaction towards that is what makes me feel pleasurable. And that is what makes you also feel pleasurable. So imagine if I'm mating with you and you're just like that. I'm mating with you just like that. No feeling, no mourning, just like that. What? Think about it. That connection is what gives the pleasure. I mean, anybody could just insert and bring it out. So if you're mating with your partner and there's no connection, there's no mourning, there's no reaction, it means there's no bonding. And it means there's no pleasure. So next time when you want to mate with your partner, react. If it takes you to mourn, even if you're not enjoying it, just do something. If it takes you to shake, if it takes you to do anything, do it. Don't just stay right there. Are you a stick? You're way much better than that. Okay? You're way much better than that. So I wouldn't like you to lose someone special because of your lack of skill for bonding. Probably because of lack of information or your upbringing. I do understand. So have this at the back of your mind. Thank you for joining. If you're just joining, please tell us where you're streaming from. It means a lot to me. I need to recognize you. I need to recognize you. So have it at the back of your mind and always know that while meeting with your partner, please react. And then the next thing is, I think we're still in the value your husband. We said use words, and using words, we've told you how you can use your words, and you can create intimacy using words. And then the next thing is control your anger. It may seem very simple, but trust me, when a man feels that you're too bossy, the man will decline. Whenever a man feels like you're too bossy and his ego is at stake, he flees. Let me tell you the truth. Let me share you a secret. I'll share with you this secret, and I would like you to take it very carefully. Please, if you're just joining, thank you for joining. Please drop a comment. Tell me where you're streaming from. Men don't love when you challenge them. Direct challenge tells the man's ego that he's not worth it, that he's not a man. But let me also inform you that you as a lady, as a woman, can actually challenge a man's ego indirectly and he will not feel it. Yeah. So you can choose to direct challenge a man's ego without him knowing it, and he will concur. This is how you do it. Take your ideas, but present his own ideas first. So when he comes up with this idea like, I think I need to get this. And you want to contradict that. You don't just say, don't get a car. Why must you get a car? Why must you get a car? What's the reason? This is there, we have this responsibility, and there. No, if you're saying that, you're creating problem. Here is how you can indirectly turn his heart away from getting a car. You can present it this way. My love, my darling, you know I love you so much. With a soft spoken tone. You know I love you so much. And I mean the very best for both of us. Getting a car, it's important, very important. But why not? Can we start off something or do this that will give us more income that we can later get the car? What you have done, you have simply indirectly moved his attention from getting the car to fall into your own suggestion. Men don't love it when you directly challenge. There's a trick on how to get them. That's why oftentimes when you see men women control women. They're not actually controlling the men. They have just found the button. And that's why when we started, we said every being has a button of agreement. Once you just tap that button, once you tap that button on, the person answers yes. Thank you for joining. If you're just joining, please, where are you streaming from? My name is King. Okay, I'm streaming from Africa, Nigeria to be precise. We have a lot of fine men and handsome men down here. And thank you for joining. So, my question is, I think it's time for questioning. We are 20 minutes and 40 seconds down the line. So, my question is, I think I need to type out some questions. Mm, why do men not mourn while mating? Okay, so I need to get your reaction on this. It's very important I get your reaction on this. uh, why do men not mourn while mating? Okay, so let me get your reaction. Why do men not mourn? Is it only when some people don't actually mourn? Okay, there are people who don't mourn. Okay, so let me get your reaction. Why do men not mourn while mating? Okay, so what's the what could be the problem? Is it that it's actually from, or maybe it's actually from birth, or um, maybe a kind of muscular thing, or it's kind of should I say, maybe lack of skill, or maybe stress from the day's job. I don't know. So let me get a reaction. Why do men not moan while mating? Let me get your reaction. If you've ever been with a man before and you have had an encounter that is not reacting, it's just like that. Why mate it? So what's your answer? Remember in a number 3 points yesterday, we said have a lot of sex. Okay, this is one of the points, the factors you can use to bond with your partner. And then we said that yesterday, that while you're bonding with your partner, okay, while you're bonding with your partner, speak to his or her ears, especially when you're mating. So my question tonight in episode 2, creating intimacy. This is episode 2, and we do this every Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 10 p.m. West African time. Now, please, if you have not liked and subscribed, please like and subscribe. It means a lot. And if you're streaming, you're staring at me, stop staring at me. Like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. My name remains King. King. King is my name. Okay. So why do men not moon while dating? You as a man, do you enjoy it when you as a woman, do you enjoy it when a man is not mourning? Even between a man and a woman, who is supposed to mourn? Is it the woman or the man? For me, I think it's a two-way thing. So Nazi Yakubu, thank you for joining. You came back. Thank you for joining. So Nazi, let me hear from you. Let me see your comments. Why do men not mourn while dating? Is it because of responsibilities, the day's stress, work? When there's family responsibility on top of your head and all that. And where are you streaming from? Thank you. So hi Nazi. Okay. Hi Nazi. So let me get your reactions. We are 24 minutes, 15 seconds down, and it's counting. We started about 9 p.m. and we're ending 10 p.m. That's about 1 hour interval. And we're 24 minutes and 30 seconds down. And down and counting. Thank you so much for joining. It means a lot to me. Now, while we answer these questions, I would like you to ponder. And then also look at this points while I begin to get your reactions and your thoughts concerning that. Why do men not mourn while mating? Why do men not mourn while mating? Why do you think so? Is there maybe a psychological, maybe spiritual, I don't know, maybe mental something, I don't know. And my friend Sherry Ann from the US. I don't know. I've not gotten your comments today. I've not gotten your comments today. Are you live with me? If you're live with me, please drop a comment. And if you're just joining, please drop a comment. I need to recognize you. Yes, you are important to me. Every bit is important. If it takes me to respond to you personally after here, go to your email, respond to you, chat you up, and all that, I would definitely do that. I mean, I'm free. I can reach out to you in as much as you are available. In as much as you are available. So let's get it. Why do men not moon? Why dating? Please, if you're on this live stream, please like and subscribe. Just subscribe, smash the notification bell. You're getting value out of here. You're getting value out of here. You're getting value out of here. We're not just here for playing. We are here for serious business, and we educate. We keep talking to people about things that will add value to their marriages, to their life, to their entire life, psychologically, mentally and otherwise, all around. That will give you value in what you want. Okay, hi, cleaning while I'm listening. Oh, thank you so much, Shariam. Thank you so much for listening. And I thought I thought you weren't listening. Thank I hope my glasses aren't scaring you. So I had to get the glasses. I think the rays of light are actually disturbing my eyes and all that. So I had to get the glasses to restrict a lot of rays from my eyes. The screen is on there. I'm hoping for I'm hoping for a better day when we could get a larger screen. A larger screen. The screen could be far, far, far away from my eyes, so that while I keep dishing out values and wisdom, words of wisdom, I don't actually, harm myself indirectly. Now we head down. Why we look at the questions? Why do men not moon? Why dating? Why we look at the question and then ponder on them? Let's move ahead. Now we said point number 6: control your anger. Control your anger. Laugh out loud. Looking good. Oh, I sure. Am I looking good? Am I looking good? Thank. I'm not. I think I've seen this. God, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Looking good. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so go to point number 6. Looking good. Tell me where you're streaming from. If you're just joining, please drop a comment. Tell me where you're streaming from. And we are on the second episode 2, creating intimacy. Rekindle the flame. Rekindle the flame. So if you have been in this relationship for a very long time and you're feeling no vibe, man, go back to episode 1 and today episode 2 and watch it. Trust me, you will be replenished. Trust me, you will be full of wisdom. So point number 6: control your anger. Now, how do you control your anger? You should be able to understand that everybody is different. Okay? But when it comes to anger that destroys things, please flee for your life. For your life. Anger is one word away from danger. Yeah, you had that. Anger is one letter away from danger. So anger and danger are like brothers. So are you dating someone that can't control his or her anger? You're not safe. Love is a beautiful thing. It makes you anger. If you're in front of the one you love and you cannot tame yourself, you're in front of the one you love, you have no respect for them, you have no fear for them, it means there's a problem. You need to take care of yourself. Yourself. Begin, go visit a counselor, go visit a therapist. Stay away from the habits that turn your anger on. Try as much as possible. If you're the type that talks much, try as much as possible not to respond to everything. It's not everything you respond to. You can use what I call the medicine of silence. Over here in Africa, especially the eastern part of Africa and the western part of Africa, yeah, even the northern, yeah, the whole of Africa, yeah. The medicine of silence is one of the remedies of anger. Not just anger, but to also be a remedy to family issues. Now, if you're having a problem with your wife or your partner, and you know too well that this young lady knacks a lot. Let me use Africa for example. Not beating you. A man will use what we call the medicine of silence. You may stay with him for 1 full week. He wouldn't respond to you. He would just be mute. Day 1, morning, noon, and evening. Day 2, morning, noon, and evening. He ain't eating your meal, your cooked meal. Yeah, bullshit. It's not eating your meal. So he may choose to keep mute. And trust me, if you're a woman, that kills. It gradually kills. So have you had this experience before? Somebody kept mute. You need them to react to something. They kept silent. You do that things. They kept silent. How do you feel? Right? How did you feel? At some point, you felt like a fool, right? At some point, your conscience begins to blame you. And you're like, what did I do wrong? At that point, when you begin to reconsider, evaluate yourself, that is the point of reconciliation. That is the point of making peace. That is the point of discovering who you are. And at that point, that is when you can go for apology. And trust me, if the apology is made, peace will reign. So, creating intimacy with your partner is something that you can't just overlook. Don't deny them sex. Don't deny them conversations. Talk about everything. Everything, whether it makes sense or it doesn't make sense. This is getting crazy. It doesn't make sense, okay? Whether it makes sense or it doesn't make sense, talk about it. Sometimes I get conversations, I'm like, I'm tempted to laugh, but I tend to hold myself. But when you look at the next person and you're like, the person wants you to laugh, so you just smile. Yeah. And then that reaction makes them feel that you're actually they're actually comfortable. So my point here is, sometimes you may not actually love what your partner does. Your partner may love a particular meal, especially as a man. They may love a particular meal. and you don't, as a woman. In as much as you are creating intimacy, you want that bond to continue. You want that trust to continue. You want the person to keep loving you. You want the man to keep loving you. Dance to his tune. You may pretend you love the meal, but deep down in you, you don't. That is how you can use. That is one of the things you can use to bind with your partner. I'm not saying you should eat the meal, yeah. You can just take a spoon or two and all that. Just maybe just a taste and all that. Maybe just a sip and all that. Let the person feel that you are in this with him together. Don't just decline meals because you don't like it. You can have a taste. You can have a bite. All this goes a long way in creating intimacy. Whatever he loves, give it to him. Whatever she loves, give it to her. In as much as it is healthy. Even if it is not healthy, there's a room to talk about that, right? I was told men and women usually reconcile in the other room. No. Thank God for sex. No. Thank God. It's and thank God for the urges. It's something that you can't deny it. Okay? When the urges comes, all senses are gone. All the senses are gone, and at that moment what really matters is just that thing there. That's what really matters at that point. So at that point, before you can take it, if you offended her, you need to apologize. I'm sorry, just want to give it to you. And if you're the male, the same thing, just need to apologize, just for that too. So at that point, I think we need to learn from it. We actually need to learn from it because there's a whole lot of lesson in it. Why do we tend to be softer and sober when we get to the other room, especially when we want to meet? Why are we always sober? And why are we always I don't know. It means that there's a lesson for us to learn. There's a whole lesson for us to learn. So if you just joined, thank you for joining. This is Beauty and Scars, and we do this every Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 10 p.m. West African time. Beauty and Scars. Please, if you haven't reached out to us, we have a number and email on the description box below. On the description box below. On the description box, you see my email, which you can directly message us. Respond quickly as possible. Now, we are 38 minutes and 40 seconds down the lane. So, it's up to you to decide to bond with your partner, to create intimacy, or to decide to start quarreling all the time. Yeah, okay. Love is a beautiful thing. Don't be deceived. When you take out time to learn steps on how to bond with your partner, ah, trust me, ah, trust me, you will forever be grateful that you met your partner. You will forever be grateful. Do things together. It takes nothing from you. So it's up to you. You have a responsibility. And the man also has a responsibility too. But don't let it decide. Let the weight not be on one person. Make sacrifices. Honor him, honor her, respect her, love her like yourself. Love him like yourself. Why do you think people from different races, people from different race, different colors, different languages, tongues, different upbringing, different parents, different environments, why do you think when they fall in love, it's as if they've known themselves from birth? You need to decide to make your relationship work. Both of you need to decide. You need to take up that decision on yourself that no matter what it is, we're going to make this relationship work. We're going to make this intimacy work. And in fact, we're going to explore. We're going to find possible means for us not to just give up. Have you ever told your partner? Have you ever looked into the eyes, into his or her eyes? Have you ever told her or told him, I'll never leave you, whatever may? Have you used words to confess love to her? Or you think after meeting, that's just it? You think when you just propose to a girl and when you begin to date a girl, you just meet with a girl and that's it? No! There's You need to profess to them every day. Haven't you been in a relationship where the guy or the girl even asks you, do you still love me? Why do you think the guy is asking such question? Or the guy is still asking such question? Do you think the guy or the girl is lost? Oftentimes, no. No. They aren't lost. They just want a confirmation. They just want to still know if you still care about them. They just want to know if you're still that person they fell in love with. So trust me, use your words and thank me later. Thank you so much for your joining. This is Beauty and Scars. I will do this every Saturday and Sunday 9 to 10 p.m. West African time. Now the last one is the last point before we call it a day. Devote yourself to him or her. Spend quality time with him or her. Create conversations, deep conversations that create deep connections. Ask questions. Ask questions. Don't just let go. I want you from this moment on to decide that whoever it that you truly love, you're going to spend time with them. You're going to devote your all. You're going to make sacrifices. I know oftentimes it may hurt if the person is not giving you the same energy, but don't change the person you are. You are nice. You're beautiful. You're handsome. Do not change the person you are because of what someone has done to you. There are still beautiful and better people out there who is looking for that you love. I believe I have spoken a lot. And I believe you've gained value. And I believe we can change the world. From here, adios from the studio.